Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 15 of Civilization 5 as Rome. We're not currently at war with anybody, though we are trying to start some various wars between the different AI. Actually got a decent amount of money in the bank, which could be quite useful. Not only for upgrading units, but if we want to later on we could buy some stuff, buy some buildings. I do want to save a little bit of it for a while. It's often tempting when you've got money to go ahead and spend it. But sometimes you just need to keep it because you need to quickly buy a building or quickly buy a unit, so we'll hang on to it for now, use it for trades and deals and stuff. We're not making a huge amount of money per turn, but at the same time we're not really spending any either, so it's not too bad. We're going to keep going around and, well, I was going to say building farms, but we need to do some repair work up here. So let's go ahead and deal with our annoying little friends in their camp up here. I might actually leave a unit out here just to stop that from respawning. Seems like a sensible thing to do. You guys have got some repair work to do, I suppose. And I guess what I could do is actually just move one of these units up and use it to guard it. Put him back in the city where he was before. Guess you can just heal up on this turn, I suppose. On to the next turn. I'll give it a few more turns and I'll see if Pakal will be more willing to declare war against Japan. He may be willing to do it. I think Pakal is probably slightly stronger. But once I get some frigates and privateers, we can start taking some of Japan's stuff ourselves. And Rome is demanding furs. Well, I haven't seen any furs around on the map, so I'm not too sure if anybody has any. If anybody does, it'll be Ram, because he's up here near Tundra. Doesn't even look like he's got any. Can't see anybody showing any furs over here. Can't even see any over here near Palenque. Quite strange. Okay, so let us move up with you guys. We can start doing some attacking. You should be able to finish them off. Are we going to get it? No, he survived with 1 hit point. Wonderful. Oh, that's not the end of the world. We'll definitely get rid of him on the next turn. Unit needing orders. You guys repair stuff. Cheeky barbarians. You watch it spawn another unit now. This is normally the way this game likes to troll you. 2 turns away from banking. That'll give us yet another trade route, which we're not using. So we definitely need to start getting some more ships out. Yerevan targets nearby encampment. Well, isn't that useful? Because we're just about to wipe it out. Got a great writer. Let's go ahead and... well, we might as well just face roll into it like so. These animation glitches. Right, camp is cleared. You can go and get back in the city. You're going to move up here and stop them from respawning. Move a stacked unit. We have a great writer. Well, we can actually create a great work. So let's go ahead and do that.
Oh, you're a...
At least we've got space for that one. And on to the next turn. 34 turns for our next great scientist. Oh, I just realised that I should have stopped working on the World's Fair, because we've gone over the hammers now. I doubt we'd get gold, and to be honest, it's not worth it. My culture output is so little, it seems like it would be a waste. So I'm going to stop working on the World's Fair. Sheep, cattle and horses. We have... it's a shame it doesn't work with bison. We will have some sheep. We will have some cattle. I suppose getting a stable here is technically worth it. It'd be nice if we had a bit more food, but that's just not really working for us right now. There's probably no point working the Writers Guild for a while. Let's go and work the university slots for a while. Because we're not going to have any slots to put the writing in. We are stagnating as well, which is a real pain. Go and work a food tile. We'll keep that locked because that'll be finished soon. 2 food. That will be slightly better. We'll wait until it's finished, see what happens. Unit needs orders. You are going to come back down to there and heal up. And you, I guess you could stay in the forest there, you'll be nice and safe. Well, you're already moving anyway, so just go and alert. That should stop the barbarian camp respawning. In fact, it could respawn here. I think I will move them back into the forest. I think putting them on that tile. The city can see those tiles. So putting him here is probably the best place to be. I think the only tile he won't be able to see is this one. So yeah, I think you're going to move to there. Yes, that's the only tile we can't see. That should be fine. And you've finished repairing. You've still got lots of stuff to repair, so we'll carry on with that. Things are definitely moving on in Karakorum now. I'm glad I took that city. It is a nice city. What was that there? Is that the actual statue of Zeus? Yeah, because it's inside a... I always thought the statue of Zeus was like the Colossus and just freestanding, but it's actually inside a building. That's quite cool. Never really noticed that before. Statue of Zeus isn't something that I ever build because it is unlocked by getting honor, and I never go for honor, to be quite honest. And but it just proves you don't actually need to have honor. You just wait for somebody else who has honor to build it, and then you just go and steal it for yourself, and that works quite well. Well, we know that the Leaning Tower of Pisa is already gone, because we saw that Pedro took that quite some time ago. We need somebody to go and fight against Pedro, that's the problem. But we don't know if anybody is actually close enough to Pedro to do anything about him. He seems quite isolated, which is unfortunate. Let's go back to the mines. Would you be willing yet to declare a war on Japan for a reasonable price? No, you're not even willing to do it at all now, are you? Okie dokie. Right, let's go over there and get you to fix that. You guys are going to go on alert. On to the next turn. And as you can see, a few more cities that we've burnt down. Well, at least this little island is sort of one that we can call our own. We could go ahead and settle more cities here on the island. There isn't really a lot of point. We could possibly go and try and find an empty spot where we could sneak a settler in over on the mainland and drop a city in somewhere and try and forward settle the AI a little bit. It is a little bit risky. I think I'd prefer just to build a load of frigates and privateers and try and take something like Tokyo so that we could push forward from there. So you've got nothing to do but heal up. I do get the feeling there's going to be a few turns of not actually getting much done here. Antium is working on the observatory, which is very nice. Our religion is spreading. It's slow, but it is spreading. And our faith output is pretty poor. But again, religion is never something that I sort of focus on that much. Let us make sure that we are working the university slots here. That really does slow down the growth, so I'm just going to work a single slot for the time being. Get that great scientist all the faster. That is definitely a better tile, even though it's pillaged. So we'll do that. 14 turns until growth. What have we got? Production down here at Rome. We've finished the stable. We could go and get the National Epic. Seems pointless getting it here. Let's get a bank, because we'll need banks elsewhere. We should probably get a constabulary. We're nowhere near the science... That's probably a waste of time, actually, because we're nowhere near the science leader, but... Karakorum has grown in population. That is fantastic. Yep, that's a good tile to work. I'm happy with that one. So, you guys have finished that farm. Can we actually get over here now and start getting this road in place? They are friendly already, which is nice. I guess we could just go ahead and buy some cargo ships. We've got the money to do it. Uffizi, yep, there again. More culture wonders. Brazil's going to be very dangerous in this game. They always are. You have to kind of rely on the AI to deal with them. So, we'll see what we can do. Let's just go ahead and we will just directly... Seaports are useful as well. Water units, 15% production. We will want to queue up a seaport, I think. We're also going to want things like amphitheatres as well. And we also want to buy... We could buy a workshop. It would improve the production here. The production is pretty naff. Let's go ahead and buy a workshop. We've got tons of money. So we'll buy a workshop, and then we will go and buy a cargo ship. And there's most of our money gone, but... Things will work out for us. I am confident of that. Let's go over there. And you guys are going to start building that road. Because we'd already have a road here. It's a little bit strange, but there is a road there. More farms, I think, for you guys. Probably not on the deserts. I guess that makes a lot of sense because it's grasslands and it's next to fresh water because it's got the oasis. So that would make a good farm. So we'll do that one. It's definitely going to help more once we get these observatories. It will help with the science. We've almost finished printing press as well. You guys are moving in the way again. You want this road, but you just won't get out of the way. So it's actually Japan that came first. We could have probably done that, actually. I wasn't too bothered about it, but we could have probably done it if we'd have tried. Research agreement has completed as well, which has put us most of the way through economics. Unfortunately, I've just spent all my money and can't afford to get another one. Free social policy. +2 from every specialist, or great scientists earn 25% faster. Both of them are pretty good, but we'll take the 2 from specialists, because that helps with every type of specialist. We're also going to get another social policy in 2 turns anyway. That was our free one from the World's Fair. You've done with that. I guess a few more farms won't hurt. 1, 2, 3. We won't be able to reach that fish tile, unfortunately. You're going to repair that. Long swordsman, go on to alert. Nothing for you to do here. Cargo ship. Right then, let's go and have a look at the trade route overview. Already working the London one. Antrium to Palenque is the second one. We've just changed this to highest gold. Off to Palenque you go. And that might make Pakal like us a little bit more because we have a trade going. So, yep, you guys, farm away please. So we've still got room for one more trade route, and then of course we'll want to get rid of our caravans and replace those with naval trade routes. We will have to be very careful of them if we do go to war though. This map isn't actually as broken up as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it is a fractals map. I was expecting it was going to be a little bit more like an archipelago, but it does seem more like continents. There's a couple of big continents. Kyoto's going to be difficult to take. Luckily, it does have quite a lot of open space. They have the Great Lighthouse, which would be really good for us if we want to do a bit of naval warfare. And having the salt. I think we'll definitely try for it. That's probably going to be the first one that we do try, to be honest. Unit needs orders. Caravan. Might as well... See, these caravans are practically worth nothing anymore, but we might as well keep them going while we've got them going. And hopefully he moves these stupid units out of the way and I can get my worker to finish building the road. Because our culture output at the moment is just absolutely dreadful. Excellent, except the road won't be finished on this turn, so I can't move there anyway. Okay, so we can choose a host. Well, we're not going to be able to vote ourselves in. Voting in Pedro is quite dangerous. How many votes do I get? 3. So what we could do is we could go and we could make somebody else the host and get them to like us. Well, England's actually got the most votes at the moment. So England is going to get in. So let's go ahead and vote for England then. As England's going to get in anyway. My main concern was not allowing Pedro in, because he's already the strongest AI here, and we could do without him controlling it too much. So, +1 gold from science buildings, or humanism. I think we'll get the great scientists 25% faster, so we can get them while they're still relevant. We don't have all that many science buildings, and we're not terribly struggling for gold right now, so I think that makes the most sense doing it in that order. We'll be 38 turns before we get another social policy. Could definitely do with a bit more culture. Now, Kabul requires a road. That one will actually be quite easy, because we've already got a road mostly built down to Kabul. England becomes the host. Gold for iron. We were selling our iron. I don't think we really need to bother with that anymore. How many more turns, guys? one, and then you need to move there on the next turn, assuming you can. Finish the stable down here in Kume. Go ahead and... well, we don't even really need the zoo, do we? So, go ahead and get a market, I guess. I like we can still build legions. Even though legions upgrade to long swordsmen, we can actually still build them. I think that's because... no, they both require iron. I know normally there's a thing where when you can upgrade to a certain unit that has... no, we want the national epic here, don't we? When you can upgrade to a certain unit that has a requirement for a strategic resource, it'll allow you to still build the old unit. A good example is something like an artillery to a rocket artillery. An artillery doesn't require any strategic resources, but a rocket artillery requires aluminium. So if you don't have any aluminium, you can't build rocket artillery. So you still always have the option to build normal artillery. It's kind of what I was expecting there. We'll go on to the next turn. And try and get a research agreement with Pedro. It is a little bit risky getting research agreements with the AI who is sort of leading the game, because essentially you're adding to their science pool and making them stronger. At the same time, of course, they also give you more science than anybody else would. So, a difficult one. But let's go and discuss... oh no, it's a trade, isn't it? We would like, if at all possible... 450 gold. It's actually him that's short. I'm not going to offer it on this turn because I know what will happen is I'll give him the gold and then it won't allow me to do it. So what we need to do down here is we can just build 2 road tiles, one there and that will connect up Kabul. So that'll be really easy. Yeah, what I could do is I could give some money to oh, you buggers, aren't you? Oh, we'll go this way then. I could give some money to Pedro so that he has enough money to do the research agreement, and then he'd probably ask for more money on top, and I won't be able to afford it then. So, and then he'll just spend it all. Don't want open borders. You see, he has spent his money now, which is a real pain. So we need to try and get some declarations of friendship with other people. England is still friendly. We have far more positive modifiers with England than we have negative modifiers.
Hello again.
I say she is friendly. Doesn't even seem too bothered about the old warmongery.
Go on.
Declaration of friendship? Yeah, you want to decline? Have I got anything spare that I could trade with you?
Go ahead.
No, and you won't give me a decent deal on anything anyway. What about you, Siam? Yeah, they clearly see a potential... They hate warmongers, so they don't really like me too much because of that. No, it still won't do it. This is the thing. It gets to a point where if you can't get declarations of friendship with the AI anyway, you might as well just go to war with them. Especially on these high difficulty levels, because you really are relying on getting the science bonuses from those research agreements. If you can't get them, you might as well just win by conquest. Which is probably what we're going to end up doing. And, you know, it will be a little bit different from the way that I usually play Civ and usually win. Although we are running out of turns, so we are going to need to get some stuff out pretty fast. I know I've got quite a lot of stuff queued up here in Antium, but we really need to start getting frigates and privateers out quite quickly as well. We don't want open borders with you. We probably also want to get a barracks. Get a barracks in here. I mean, we can actually go ahead and just buy some of these things outright if we want to. I think what we should do though is actually just buy another cargo ship, because cargo ships do sort of pay for themselves. Yeah, we can afford to work that. 4 turns for the observatory, 21 turns for the seaport. That will give us more production. It's definitely going to be worth it. But I also think we want to get a barracks as well, because the barracks will help with XP. We'll start off with some naval units that already have XP. Let's go ahead and start working on this road. Pedro is getting his money back. Hopefully he's not going to spend it. We can get another research agreement. Still in a golden age. 16 turns away from a great scientist. In 3 turns we'll have acoustics. Right, Pedro.
Olá.
Research agreement.
Continue.
Ah, he did it straight up. That's fine. It means we were in the same era, though. Oh! Well, that's a bit forward, isn't it? Look at that there. Well, I can't well, I could go to war with him. But we have a declaration of friendship and a research agreement. Now, he's not going to really be able to spread out much more from there. We can sort of cut him off. I mean, there isn't really anywhere else here that he could settle. There was always the potential problem of the AI doing something as underhanded as that. There's also the issue of them doing it down here as well. I don't mind it too much. It does, however, mean he's probably quite close in this direction. Obviously, we can't see that way yet. We need to get some sort of ship so we can have a look around. So, the quicker we can get a frigate out, the better, really. But that was a real cheap move there. That said, we can stay here and keep our eye on him. And he's going to stop that barbarian camp from spawning. So I suppose he does have his uses. I think we'll just go through one more turn. Are you actually willing to give me a decent amount of money for that yet? No, you still won't give me 7. Fine. Tight git. It would be nice to get those whales from England. It says she's friendly, but I guess I'm making a decent amount of money now. We could certainly just buy it outright, I suppose. Our scout's still alive, which isn't bad. He's doing well. Let's go to England.
Go on.
Well, you are willing to trade them, I suppose. Are you willing to trade them for a reasonable amount of money, though? Apparently you are. So we're making a lot of money now. As we're making a lot of money now, do we just want to go and... Oh, we don't have enough gold. We're 50 gold short now. That's a pain. 2 turns away from the observatory. I say those cargo ships will pay for themselves, so they probably are worth getting. A lot of stuff that we could do with building up here now, which is going to be problematic. And once again, the tile I want to be in, you're blocking, so I'm just going to stay there for now and wait. And I know I said that that was going to be the final turn, and I've clicked next turn, but that's what I always do, so you should learn to expect that by now. Gold per turn for wine, yep, guess we can still carry on with that. If he is the only person that we're going to get a declaration of friendship with, I guess it makes sense. We leave him till last, take out as many people as we can, take over as much of this mainland as possible. I mean, we could ignore Japan and try and attack Pakal. His capital is coastal. It's not a great capital, but if we took this city up here, if it was easy enough to get to, we could just take Palenque, we could build an army up here and go for Tikal, and then that would allow us to attack Japan from both sides. We could attack them from land, and we could attack them from sea. So that might not be a terrible idea. We've finished the constabulary down here in Rome. I think we should start getting some of this other stuff. We definitely need to get an opera house. Getting the ironworks would be useful as well. So I think we'll get the ironworks and the musicians guild. Can't build the Oxford University yet because we still don't have our university in Karakoram. Do we have it queued up? We're actually 8 turns away. So we'll probably squeeze it in there somewhere. I've also just noticed there's a barbarian camp down there. Well, it's not actually down there, it's next to Kabul. We can go down here with our longswordsmen, I guess, and help them deal with. Before I forget, let's go in here and we could purchase a granary. There's so many things here that I could purchase that would actually be useful. I mean, it would give +2 food. It's not that bad, actually. Let's just go ahead and purchase the cargo ship. And the reason I spend the money on cargo ships is because I feel they pay for themselves. So the earlier in the game you get them, the quicker you will get a return on them. Now, these are planes, so it is probably still worth putting in a farm or two. You still can't get to your destination, so you're just going to have to stand around there a little bit longer. You finish that farm. Now, most of these other tiles are going to be crap for farms. I guess we could still go and build another mine or two, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Get some more production in here. But we do want to keep the food going. But that is definitely all I can do on this turn, so therefore the end of the video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5 as Rome. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye for now.